All right, happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Game Week and welcome to the Monday night daily broadcast here at theraiderland.com. Coming to you from the Arctic Air Studios. Yeah, it's only like 95 degrees today. It was like a cool front. Now your AC still's working hard. If it's not getting it done, you need to call the bear, callthebear.com. There's too many hot days left for you guys to endure it. And if it's probably puking up on the AC side, yeah, you don't want to freeze to death. Call the bear, Arctic Air, right here in the Hubaplex. A lot of stuff going on tonight. Let you guys get in the early arrivals. You know what to do. Let us know the audio is good, the video is good, whether you're on Twitter or X or on YouTube or on what are we on Facebook Live as well. I lose track of all the platforms. Let us know we're rocking and rolling out there. Law Dog is out there in Western Oklahoma. Glad to see him out there. James is on Facebook giving us thumbs up. So we're going to have some fun tonight. Mondays on the broadcast, we hand out helmet stickers. Make helmet stickers great again, just like in the 70s and early 80s. That's all I ever wanted on my helmet, a couple of helmet stickers. And then at Coronado, they didn't do helmet stickers. And I'm like, well, this sucks. Should have stayed at Canyon. Oh, well, rock on Canyon Eagles. We have that. We have Joey McGuire speaking to the media, not for the first time, obviously, but game week, and that changes everything. And by that, I mean it changes nothing. But he did tell you the three keys to a successful season, and we'll talk about that tonight. We had that UConn to the Big 12. Just get it over with, okay? Bring them in, let them play basketball. They'll never play football in the Big 12. By the time the TV contracts, blow up, it ain't going to matter. So just bring them in. And then whatever else might be on your mind tonight, we want to hear from you right here, theraiderland.com on the daily broadcast. In 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. Brian Hyatt, theraiderland.com, the website. Start you off every day. Cool stuff, including Raiderland hot links. I slave over the internet all day for you, and then I serve them up hot and fresh. The coolest links from around the web every morning. Check it out, theraiderland.com. We'll give you our question of the day and other cool stuff that you might have missed. Brought to you tonight by Domino's Pizza, Domino's.com. I know there's no Monday Night Football tonight, but you got to get in shape. You got to get ready. You go to Domino's.com. You download the app. You get it on your phone. You got to be prepared because football and pizza are coming. And if you hadn't tried the new New York style, Brooklyn style pizza, I'm a thin crust guy. Wife got it for me. I've had it twice, I think, now since they released it. It's fantastic. Also brought to you by Middleton and Son Realty. Now, what do they specialize? Farm, ranch, really cool stuff around West Texas. If you're looking maybe for that getaway, if you're looking for something, a little bit different, they make it happen. So get a hold of Middleton and Son. Easy to do. Our man Ben Kirkpatrick, great former Red Raider. He's got some fine properties that are out there here in West Texas and beyond, into Oklahoma, into New Mexico, other places. There's only one group that could make that sell of the 4.6s happen a few years ago. Middleton and Son, right here in Lubbock, Texas. And, of course, everything we wear Western-wise brought to you by Boot City, 197 mile outside the West Loop, including this shirt, which got a little love on Twitter today after our 60 seconds of Raiderland post. Thank you very much. All communications, whether you're on X, Twitter, whether you're on Facebook, whether you are on YouTube, United Supermarkets, there's one supermarket that supports West Texas and Texas Tech. There's one that sends their money and puts their name on the scoreboards and on the signage in Austin. You make your choice. All right, let's do it. What are we going to do tonight? You got helmet stickers? McGuire talking? What do you want to talk about tonight? UConn in the Big 12? It's up to you. Got plenty of things to get into. The 60 seconds of Raiderland today had to do with non-conference football schedules and how they suck and how it's going to change. And I feel for you guys having to pay full freight for an ACU game. You shouldn't have to do it. James, Talking Box is on. Jacob is in on Twitter and on X. We got Craig. And then Randy can't wait to see us sell out the Jones on Saturday. Only 500 tickets remain. Yeah. So you'll have about, well, you'll probably have a technical sellout I don't know what the actual crowd will look like on Saturday. And I hope it rains all day Saturday right up until kickoff, and then it's nice. No offense, we need some rain out here. We do. Helmet sticker. James says, my son playing both ways on his freshman team and playing awesome. Well, what positions are we playing? We can get behind this. We can support the younger pitmen right here. Everybody on the broadcast right now, we can support him. We can give him a little love, a little shout out. If he were selling those little cool spirit ribbons like back in the 70s, and early 80s that you pinned on your britches, whatnot, cheerleaders. Anybody grow up in a place in a school where the cheerleaders would come down in the morning on Friday, and for 10 cents you could buy one of the spirit ribbons? You guys missed out if you didn't get to do that. So, and we'll get to the press conference here as we go through tonight, and the 3 keys that Joey McGuire laid out for a successful season. Everything else in the press conference had pretty much been covered. Wasn't anything new. That's okay. Now, if you're new to the program, how do helmet stickers work? Well, you reward people for being awesome and doing cool things. We had, I think, 3 or 4 on the website at theraiderland.com this morning. I'll go over them with you. He's a center and long snapper, left tackle, defensive end, and kickoff. Yeah, he's busy. Drink lots of fluids. Fantastic. We love centers around these parts. My son was a center in high school, and center, man, it's where it's at. It's cool. Of course, as a parent, when your son plays center, you're sitting there just watching the middle of the field, and you're like, what happened? Oh, it's a triple reverse. They threw a pass. I didn't see anything. Ben, who knows a few things about college football and real estate, and hey, is that Buffalo Waller thing still out there? I love that name. ACU will give us hell for 1.5 quarters. Depth will take over. I would say maybe a quarter. The line's gone from 32 to 34. Now I know Tech's getting bet hard, but this ACU football team is just not very good. I would say maybe a quarter. And if Texas Tech scores, if Tech gets the ball first, by the way, hey, Joey, win the flip, take the ball, don't defer. Take the ball, ram it down their throats, go score. All right? Get them down, beat them down, pin them, get the ball back, and go score again. You get them down 14-0. You got to have that mindset. You get them down 14-0, they'll turtle up and go, all right, let's take the check. We don't want any ACLs. We don't get it. Nobody wants to get hurt. Let's get the hell out of here. I know this because that's the way it was when I was at Coronado, and we would open up every year with Midland Lee, and that's how you played Midland Lee. Danny, yes, they would sell Roscoe Plowboy ribbons for a quarter. Good grief, the inflation must have been bad. What year was that? Fake Natalie Maines, who's attractive, probably about as much as the real Natalie. We'll be able to reward Buzz, a.k.a. Centennial Champion, on Sunday after making a run in the rain before the first kickoff. Yeah. Again, I hope the rain clears out around 5. We got to have some rain here, people. All the Tech fans and everybody who's maybe outside the area and everything else. Hey, don't be bitching if it's raining during the day. We got crops burning up. We're done. Our dry land, it's a bad deal. Who was that high school football coach that was on your show during the season that retired that now does radio? Who was the high school coach that was on your show during the season? Be more specific. What years? I want my own helmet sticker who says allegedly somebody posing as my wife. What do you guys think? Somebody kid off and make some damn good bolognese. No, we've eaten incredibly well. I've gained 10 pounds since he went to college. First off, drop-off day, we come back in and it's like, hey, let's get some hot wings. What? Okay, all right. Then it's a shrimp boil with crab legs. Then it's bolognese. Meaty bolognese. That thing for 3-4 hours just filled up the house. You guys know your bolognese, don't you, right? Just sitting there simmering on the pot, getting all happy and whatnot in its own self. A little white wine in there. That's good. A little Italian sausage just rendering down. Bay leaves sitting there. I don't understand the bay leaves. You got to put bay leaves in. I don't know that bay leaves do anything other than make you think they're doing something. Oh. So I had a huge ass bowl of that. Pasta al dente. I thought it was still al dente. My wife was a little frustrated with pasta. I think she thought it got a little rubbery. It was still, once I jumped in there, I thought it held its own pretty good. And, you got some, was it Parm, straight Parm or Parm Reggiano, on it. Yeah. So I have a big old bowl of that and thinking, I'm not going to have another one. Then I have another one. And so last night I've got to watch CNN on a documentary on the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster in 2003. I got to watch that till 10:30 because my belly's like, whew, hold on, we got to get right here. Yeah. Give me more on the high school coach that you're talking about. Show during the season that retired and now does radio. Was a high school coach? Okay. Helmet Sticker Monday. You hand out helmet stickers in Raiderland because we want helmet stickers to be great again. They were awesome. They're cool. The best thing you could ever have growing up on a helmet. And it can be anybody, sports or non-sports. All right. Who do you reward this week? We go with the Bernie Little League Baseball team that finishes 4th in the freaking world, second in America, and we give them one. Hey, we're playing it. We want them to do well. So we go with them. Jace Young gets his second multi-hit career game after being up in the bigs for like 10 days. The Young Guns. Going to be fascinating to watch the brother combination over the next 10, 15 years. Cool to see him up. Cool to see him doing well. So we got that. Then we've got Ludwig Oberg. Me and Collier fight on how to pronounce it. It's Oberg. Not Oberg. Oberg. Not Aubert. Oberg. So he finishes T5. He's going to East Lake. He's got a chance to win the FedEx Cup. He's banked in $12 million since going pro last June. From here, it's possible. Everybody should major in golf at Tech. I don't know why I majored in mass communications, which is early a major. My actual technical degree was in telecommunications, which means I can plug in your phone and hook up your VCR in 1989. Thank you very much. Next Raiderland helmet sticker for me goes to the West Texas State. I guess I got to say it right for this one. The West Texas A&M football players and the great student staffers up there at WT last Thursday on a 105-degree day, busting their hump, moving kids into the dorms. The players had already had a workout that morning. They had a scrimmage that night at 7. And there they were at 10:30 or whenever we roll in, busting their hump, moving stuff in. And they, what did I have to move in? I'm driving up there. I'm riding up there with my wife. And I'm like, I guess it's going to suck. I got these big old boxes and all this crap. They jumped in. I carried nothing up to that second floor other than maybe a hanging bag. And the players were respectful. They were nice. They were good people. They were a credit to their family, to the institution, and to West Texas State, West Texas A&M football. And I wish them well. Truly do. They absolutely get a helmet sticker. That's how the helmet stickers work. We'll get into Joey McGuire's comments today at his press conference. My God, I can't believe what he said. Can you believe what he said? I don't know. Can you believe what he said the 3 keys were to winning this year for Texas Tech? If you can't, you need to share this right now on Twitter X on YouTube and on Facebook. Randy, how much will ACU make from this game? Not sure. I'm going to say ballpark around $750,000. Could we pay a corner with NIL for what we were paying them? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Schedule a home and home. Got to go up. Schedule a home and home with Colorado State or some such. What level of team do you have to play and not pay? Well, it's got to be a pure, straight up Power 3, Power 4 team to pay and not pay. Home and home. You got to go there. They get all the money. They come here. You get all the money. So that's how that works. But in the future, go back and watch my 60 seconds of Raiderland commentary. And I explain how the TV networks will demand in the coming years that all the good teams don't play crappy teams like this. You're not going to get the money playing crappy teams. Chris, to be fair, many people have stomach issues after watching CNN. That is factual. And I wasn't having stomach issues because the bolognese was bad. I had too much. Too much. I was watching a documentary on the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster in 23. It was really good stuff. Really good. Danny, Helmet Sticker, the video production crew for the brand episodes. Those are good. Those are very good. Texas Tech sitting there creating competition for everybody in the media market. Fake Natalie Mays, are the Little League teams all select teams? Don't get me to line. There are, I think, let's see how we can do this. The rules have morphed on who can and who can't play and be eligible for a Little League all-star team based on residency first, and then how many games did they play in the league versus how many games they played select, travel, or otherwise. There are travel ball players who played on league all-star teams. I know that for a fact. What does he want to major in? I don't know. Send him off to college to gain a little knowledge. Ag eco, ag economics right now. Business, ag economics. That's the rumor. The old high school coach is on with you and Rob. I'd like to tell you it was about the kid. Oh, Michael may be talking about Gordon Granger down there at Gun Barrel City. Yeah, we had Coach Granger on Gun Barrel City football for the early 2000s, going back to the Williams and Hyatt show. Before that, of course, it was Coach Sam Houston in 99 and 2000 and 2001. I can't remember when the bus barn incident happened and he lost his job. But yeah, you're probably thinking about Gordon Granger, Coach Granger. Gun Barrel City, Smoking Peacemakers. Yeah, I don't think he's doing radio. Let me tell you, he ain't doing radio. I'll tell you that right now. Jan is jumping in on Facebook. You guys can get in thanks to United Supermarkets, Market Street. You can drive by there every day on your way home and it just draws you in, whichever way you're going. You go, I know there's going to be awesome stuff there I got to get. Daughter's move-in was we put her on a plane in June and didn't see her till Labor Day. It was brutal. What did she go to? Portales? Seems awful. All the way to Portales. My friend's son says fake Natalie Maines. Trace Clark, freshman wide receiver at WT, has been on a couple of state championship teams at Aledo. Are they the Tigers? Go Tigers. All his family is from Quanah, fighting the Quanah Parkers. The Fighting Quanah Parkers. Ben, love those days. Gordon Granger, Gun Barrel City. And Gordon's doing great. He's retired. He's keeping up with his family and everything else. And, it was a job he never really wanted. He was the speech and debate coach when Sam Houston got fired after the bus barn incident. And the next thing you know, Gordon Granger, after a great run in debate, they thought, well, he can coach that. He can coach anything. And bless his heart, just never could quite get him over the hump. Never could quite get that special trip to the playoffs. They haven't made the playoffs since 1958 when the peat moss plant closed down, as we all know. And there were different attempts to revitalize the economy. And I still hope one day that Gun Barrel City and the Smoking Peacemakers will get back in. You would think with 5 teams making it in the playoffs, it would happen, but horrible thing. Only the bare essentials. Air Force Academy. Well, there you go. Now we're talking. Well, she doesn't need to be talking to you. She needs to be talking to Uncle Sam. Fly a plane. All right. So the first Joey McGuire weekly Monday press conference, which everybody in the media has to go to, and you go to it, and you're like, I know we all got to be here, and you got to be here, but nobody wants to say anything, and nobody wants to ask you. All right. So the question today that maybe elicited the most honest response, not that McGuire was lying on anything else. You guys are sharing this right now, inviting people in, right? Twitter, Facebook, you can do that. There's buttons you can hit and say, hey, you're not going to get this anywhere else. So you might as well watch this. And after we're done, theraiderland.com will post it. You share it there. So the best question of the day, in my opinion, only because Collier finally made it in, only because it elicited an honest response. They never had to take on Coach Tom Foolery there at I wasn't Lollygag High in Carrizo Spring. No, that was the Fornigators. Yeah, the old Fornigators. Helicopters. Good woman. So the question was posed, Coach, what are the 3 keys to a successful season? Which you sit there and go, you hear that in the meeting, you go, yeah. Shout out to my man, Sean Donahue, longtime old friend, KTXT 88.1 FM alum. And he's actually really good. What is he, Rock 101? I lose track. And while all these sports guys are coming up with stuff, Sean's just really good at just asking a question. And he asked 3 keys to a successful season. Now, before I give you the answer, and if you know it already, you can't answer. So I'll give you about 30 seconds or so to tell me what you think Joey McGuire said the 3 biggest keys are going to be. Keep it locked to the left. 88.1 FM. Lock it to the left. Coming up in the next segment, we've got Depeche Mode, Clan of the Zymox. Yeah, I did my time. At least 2 or maybe 3 semesters of actually jocking, doing DJ stuff. And I got there when we still had records. I mean, I can cue it up, do all that stuff. No computers, nothing else. Cart machines, boom. You go cart machine, record, cart machine, record. It was really hard if you had to go record, back to back because you had to stop and start without cue burn, which means nothing to you guys. 3 keys. What do you think the 3 keys were that Joey McGuire said today? We did a deal on non-conference scheduling today on 60 Seconds of Raiderland. Hope you listen to it. It's going to change. The networks are going to demand that the top teams play top teams. These games are going to be over if you want to be in the Big Ten, the SEC, the Big 12 and whatever that may mean, and the ACC and whatever that may mean. The other, when we stretch this out, when we stretch it out, they're not going to let you play crap teams because they're not going to pay the money. It's like the NFL. You don't see, week 1 of the NFL, Kansas City taking on the Saskatoon Roughriders. That's right. They're stepping out of conference tonight and taking on Saskatoon, the Chiefs, a 52-point favorite here in this one, against the Rough. You're not going to see that anymore. You're not going to pay for it. So it's going to take care of itself. David says, no turnovers, offensive line play, stay healthy. 33 1/3% is not bad. Not bad at all. So in answer to the question, Joey McGuire, head coach, Texas Tech Red Raiders. Dancer. He's a dancer. Did you see the Brinley Herrera Tech Palm video go viral today? Dancer. The 3 keys to a good season for Texas Tech, according to Joe McGuire today, and I don't think it's going to change. 1, healthy Baron Morton. 2, healthy Baron Morton. 3, healthy Baron Morton. There you go. That's it. He nailed it. He admits it, unlike a lot of coaches. He admits it, that if you lose your starting quarterback, who is a stud, and I believe completely that Baron Morton is a stud college football quarterback, he will play in the NFL. Write it down. He will take snaps in the NFL. And I got a lot of respect for Joey McGuire coming out today and saying, you know what, we go as far as that guy is upright. And then we get to the offensive line and we see the two deep and we go or this guy or that guy. And then we go, okay, the key to your key is the offensive line performing well. And we don't know who's going to play what, where, or how often. Today, Joe McGuire talked a little bit about the idea that the offensive line is the only place where people, fans, what he meant, fans, look and say, well, we got to have a set guy. We got to have a set guy here, a set guy here. And we got to have this, you know. And I got what he was saying, that everywhere else you say, well, we can rotate in running backs. We got 18 receivers out there that will rotate in. We got 9 defensive backs, nickel backs, dime backs. We'll rotate them in. We got a weak side, a strong side linebacker. We'll flip them, flop them. We'll bring that guy in. But offensive line, everybody wants 5 guys. You know why we want 5 guys? And it ain't for the burgers. Burgers suck. I'm telling you right now, burgers suck. Fries are even worse. The reason you want 5 set guys on the offensive line is almost every team I've watched over the decades has had an offensive line that worked consistently together, that knew who was going to be out there, that had a role, and they are able to stay healthy and do that for most of the year. That's why we do that, Coach McGuire. That's why we do that. You know, I want to call him Doc Blanchard so bad, director of a GM Blanchard. But that's why we talk about the offensive line. That's why I do. That's why I do. Now, average fans are stupid. Now, me, I'm not an average fan. I don't give a crap. But my 40 years of paying attention at a fairly high level and having a little bit of history and being an O-line dad now, hi there, thank you. He's retired. Don't try to get him out of retirement. He quit. The reason you focus on that is because it seems to freaking matter. But that's just me. Craig, unfortunately, without the ACUs of the world, Tech doesn't make a bowl game ever again. No, you're not going to be going to bowl games. Here's what's going to happen. 16 teams in a playoff. You're going to condense down to 64 teams or whatever it's going to be. Then you're going to have another 12 bowl games that'll pick up the teams that don't go to the playoff. And if you don't make that, you're just going to be firing your coach. So it doesn't matter about that aspect of scheduling. Don't play the ACUs of the world. TV, I'm giving away my own product here. Go watch our 60 seconds of Raiderland commentary. Randy, will we stretch it out to 48 or 64 in the next college football league? 64 and maybe even a little bit more. Just maybe. That means offensive line play and stay healthy. No turnovers, 100%. Collier, you show respect for random potatoes from Idaho. Nothing wrong with that. We love the Bulls. David Collier on right now. Last 2-3 minutes of the broadcast. You can give us your favorite question or comment from any of the coaches today. Tomorrow on the 60 Seconds in Raiderland, I'm going to talk on our commentary about why the injury report to me is so important. I think it's a good thing, very good thing. Helmet stickers, whatever else may be on it. We didn't really get into UConn and those reports. I guess we can do more on that tomorrow. We'll see what happens. So there you go. What are those commentators? Well, give them a microphone and find out. Fact Nelly, bowl games do not matter unless you are League Corso. He likes to talk all the extra practices. Yes, the extra practices. Yeah, let me know how that goes. Come on, Collier, don't let me down. Now, really, and I ask you guys this again, do me a huge favor. Share this on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere else. If you're not following our channel on YouTube, even if you don't watch anything there, just sign up for it. It helps the metrics and grows it. And that's what we want to do. Same thing if you don't watch it on Facebook, go to Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on Facebook, follow us, grow it. If you watch us on Twitter and X, that's great. You probably already follow us. But then after the show is over, we're going to put this on the website, theraiderland.com. And I want you guys to share this later on tonight. I missed the Gun Barrel City question. What a miss. Hold on. Scrolling back up. Gun Barrel City. There you go. Sorry. Is it Gun Barrel City that's headed north to face your alma mater, Choctaw, this week? I believe, is that a Cooper that's going up there? Right? Is it Lubbock Cooper or Monterey? No, it's Monterey, right? One of the Lubbock schools is going to play somebody in Oklahoma in high school football a ways ass away, like 6-7 hours away for no good reason. Monterey. What the hell? Why? Why are you doing that? That's not even where the casino is, as far as I know. I don't get it. You know, I'm not ripping Monterey, whatever. Do what you want to do. But what the hell is the point? I mean, you've been so good here lately that you can't find anybody to play you in Texas. Yeah. Sorry, I know you're done with your show. Done with mine. I mean, when I was in school, we had to play Roswell because we had to find somebody we could beat. We had to find somebody we could actually beat. That's why we play Roswell. We used to have a standing rule. If you were a Texas high school football coach and you lost a game to a New Mexico team, you had to turn in your resignation on the bus. Didn't have to be accepted. The school could keep you, but out of honor, you turn in your resignation. I don't know nothing about this Choctaw bunch up there, but really, Monterey, you can't go play border, you know? What are we doing here? All right. You guys know the drill. Share this. Let everybody know it's awesome. Tell people if you want to get a little something different out of West Texas. That's my goal. I could do everything everybody else does and whatever. Duncanville or DeSoto, I don't think they should, actually. If you want a little something different, I'm not going to give you the same crap everybody else does. I learned 20, 25 years ago, if everybody else is doing this, it's fine, let them do it. I'll go over here and do this. And we've had a decent little run doing it. It's kind of fun. You know, it's kind of fun. It's a big hat. Yeah, it's a big hat. It's funny. It's a big hat. Monterey should play Duncanville. No, they should. So share it, put it out there on social media, theraiderland.com. I'll have it archived in about 15, 20 minutes. So I'll put it on Twitter after that. We'll rock and roll. We'll put it on Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. And then please subscribe, if you don't mind, to the old YouTube channel. Yeah, in stream. Now, this is weird. Every time we do this, I wonder if we can make this happen here tonight. All right, we're going to try to make like a cool exit. Hold on. There we go. Now I've got a cross hand. Got a cross hand finish. I'm right-handed. We've got a left hand over here. And to end that, really? This is